Flag on the play. Flag on the play. We got another one.
To get beat up by a guy wearing booty shorts. I got whooped out by a nigga in booty shorts. That's crazy. I love reality. I love being reality. I would love to see it. So, but I just caught you one. I just caught you one. Just on that. You guys. Oh.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. See, I've been patrolling these YouTube streets and ain't nobody mentioned this at all. But if you notice, Brandon acted like he was going to charge Almighty Suspect, and then Almighty Suspect spit after Brandon did that pump fake, family. Now watch it. If you look, Brandon did provoke the situation. You understand? Because he act like he was gonna rush him. Y'all didn't catch that. Watch it again.
I just caught you like just on that. Guys.
Right there. Flag on the play, interception, cuz, because think about it. Who would have the authority to have security check everybody on the premises?
Your master plan worked. How do you feel? Are you proud of yourself? You cost a black man his job?
Yeah, you got him fired up.
I'm really disappointed with Almighty Suspect.
Then you got Adam talking about, yeah, you happy, your plan worked, you got a black man fired and all of this and all that. Then he go on to blame Lush, and you know what I'm saying, Flocko didn't blame Lush, it was Lush's fault. But we gonna get to the meat in the potatoes of all of this Almighty Suspect drama. See, Adam 22 is a Scorpio, family, and he's very strategic in what he does. You hear me?
Stop talking while I'm talking. You're arguing now that my opinion. Why are you interrupting so much?
Because I want to know the question. You didn't answer the question. You was done talking, then I asked the question.
No. Stop talking while I'm talking. You're arguing now that my opinion. Why are you interrupting so much?
See, people have a short memory because this has been going on for a long time. Almighty Suspect been this person for a long time, family. And Adam 22 didn't even like this dude since this moment here. Adam 22 did not like this dude. He didn't even broke character. He done broke character a few times messing with Suspect because to him, he should be grateful to be on this platform instead of ridiculing. That's how Adam is looking at this. Adam feels like he's God in the hood. And I'm just gonna keep it a buck. He helping everybody in the hood. He is who everybody look up to. He's the savior of the hood. That's why he's welcome in every hood, because people look up to him as the savior. Right? Keep it real, family. Let's just keep it real. You got 4 extras, the streetest dude in the whole city. But when he look at Adam 22, you can see sparkles in his eyes. Come on now, all these all these gangsters out here, when they see Adam 22, all you see is sparkles in their eyes. They be begging to get on that camera, to get on that couch. You hear me? Now stop playing. This man right here ain't like Suspect from a long time ago. He used Lush, he used Flocko, he used Brandon, he used whoever he could use an excuse to get this man out the way, indirectly. Now let's continue.
No, not because you're going to battles.
I'm judging battles.
I'm saying
I'm judging
Suspect.
battles at 12.
Suspect. If you're gonna have
my father's an underground.
Why do I keep talking
legend?
and then you start talking over me?
You didn't let me
Shouldn't
answer.
we let each other talk?
You got it.
You can't tell me that I can't have an opinion.
You got it.
You what? Why are you doing this little spoiled brat thing?
You got it. You want it. You got it. You want it. You got it. You want it.
See, you could tell in Adam's 22 demeanor that he don't even really rock with Suspect. He tired of Suspect attitude because he can never have a debate. He always get emotional and always want to cry and get defensive and get in his feelings like he didn't grow up without he grew up without a father. Like he grew up without a father. He take on his mama's traits. You understand? Men can sit down and can be able to agree to disagree on certain situations because it's the battle of minds. It's not the battle of brute. It's the battle of minds. Do you understand? So by you getting all emotional and stuff, it's just showing how immature and how you're not ready for the spotlight. Because why are you on a podcast and you're not able to debate?
You keep putting words into my mouth. That's not what I said.
The only words I'm putting in your mouth are the ones that you literally just said.
No. Repeat what I said, not words in my mouth. Say exactly what I said. Quote me. Don't put your perception of what I said on it. Quote me, nigga.
I'm just saying.
Don't put your perception on it. You're putting
this podcast would be very, very boring if every argument got broken down to I have more authority in hip hop. If we want to talk about who has more authority in hip hop,
you're talking about authority.
I can talk about my accolades in terms of what I've accomplished in hip hop. You might have been in it for a long time.
Hey,
I got the accolades.
That's where y'all gonna come.
I got accolades on the nose. I got accolades I shouldn't even bother to mention.
Y'all gonna come to the same point again where y'all talking about two different things.
I'm challenging you to prove that you're not actually triggered and mad by like being able to have like a normal conversation about this as well.
The only reason I got mad is when the super chat read it and you insinuated like you have more hip hop knowledge than me, nigga. Please.
No, I just don't.
Talking about
the same. My issue with the super chat is my issue with what you're saying in general too, which is that we shouldn't be having a conversation in which we tell the other person that their opinion matters less because of their lived experience.
If you think about it, that's how a suspect be with everybody. Like if he don't agree with somebody, he'll scream and yell like a child, family. Even with the women, he'll scream and yell until his watch blow up. You understand? With any female, you know what I'm saying, or anybody he believes he could check, he'll go there with him. But Brandon, he didn't really do that because he understood the consequences. That's why he had that get back. You understand?
About rap and him saying, well, I'm from Long Beach, so your opinion doesn't matter. That's retarded.
Talking about some Long Beach shit, does your opinion not more matter?
We're talking about hip hop in general.
I was born in hip hop. What aren't you understanding? He's born in Long Beach.
Okay.
He can talk to more Long Beach shit about.
No, if we're talking Long Beach, for sure that makes sense.
And another thing, Almighty Suspect cooked his ass on this debate too. He did debate him kinda. He did have valid points, but he just got emotional. He got too emotional. Instead of just, you know, I'm standing on business, bro. Just stop being so emotional and just speak your piece. Stop doing all this extra. You 5 extra, cuz. You 5 extra.
Talking about bikes. I was born in hip hop. How can somebody whose whole culture, everything they live and breathe?
This is an interesting way for you to choose to lose this argument.
No. I'm about to break it down for you. Do our culture don't live and breathe hip hop? Yes or no? Do it not?
That doesn't make you right in this argument.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck about the culture, family. We live the culture. We are the culture. We live and breathe the culture. But we do not own the culture. We don't own the culture. Adam 22 owns the culture. Vlad owns the culture. Trap Lord Ross owns the culture. Black people are the culture, but we don't own it, family. We don't own it. We ain't never owned our own culture. Since when a black man didn't own something, especially a culture? We ain't own shit. They put us in projects, which is a project. Alright? Hamster wheels, projects, cells, jails, hells, all kinds of shit. My bad.
In my opinion, inside gangbanging don't make you more knowledgeable than a fan?
Yeah, it does.
For sure.
On the outside of it.
Who's a bigger expert on gangs? A guy who like writes a book on gangs and like really like breaks it down, or Crip Mac? Who's really only exposed to one gang?
Crip Mac know more than
Flag on the play. Crip Mac gonna know a little bit more than, you know what I'm saying, than a person that hasn't studied it, because you can't get experience from studying in a book. You gotta get experience from living the life, bro. That's what you don't understand, Adam.
I don't know what you're fucking saying.
No.
He's throwing rocks and hiding his hand.
No. I'm about to tell you why I'm not.
I can tell you why because you said the culture. You said the culture.
Listen, let me.
One mic.
Let me.
Go ahead.
Let me dismantle his lie. He's trying to say.
But then he's gonna say something, and then I'm gonna repeat it back to him, and then he's gonna tell me that he never said that.
Talk about one mic, and I'm trying to get my opinion now, but I'm
because you keep saying the same thing.
Listen, I'm about to say something completely different. If you'll shut the fuck up. Listen. He talking about white, right? If I call Lush is way more knowledgeable about hip hop than him.
Now, as a millionaire, as Adam is, in this facility, giving a person a chance to express themselves on a national platform, to be disrespected by your employee like that is crazy. Now, Adam 22 didn't held a grudge for a long time, family. He been waiting for somebody to get Almighty Suspect out the paint. Flag on the play, ejection. Who tells their boss to shut the fuck up and expect to be around their job for long, family? Come on now. Come on, it's common sense.
I can tell you why you because you said the culture. You said the culture.
Listen, let me
One mic.
Let me
Go ahead, go ahead.
Let me dismantle his lie. He's trying to say,
But then he's gonna say something, and then I'm gonna repeat it back to him, and then he's gonna tell me that he never said that.
About one mic, and I'm trying to get my opinion now, but I'm
Because you keep saying the same thing.
Listen, I'm about to say something completely different if you'll shut the fuck up. Listen.
See?
He talking about white, right? If I call Lush is way more knowledgeable about hip hop than him, because Lush has actually been in it for 30 years.
That's
But
what he
he's
did.
a fan.
Again,
I'm not talking about white.
He's saying that you ain't been in it.
I told him that he shouldn't be arguing that his opinion is the only one that it matters because of his life experience, but now he's saying the same thing about Lush.
No, listen.
He's putting Lush as a stand-in for himself. My argument is that our arguments should be able to stand on their own.
You
have no argument here.
Because he's in it more.
You gave up on having an argument, and now you're arguing that you're the only one who gets to have an argument.
You just said white.
What you said sound like that's what you want to do.
Suspect, here's a question.
Not rapping.
Who has created the most successful podcast on the West Coast in the history of the internet?
But you don't rap.
I knew Kel was about to do that.
That's different. Being a spectator.
Look at him moving the goalpost. Now you don't rap.
Let me give an example.
Who is the most successful person in the media space on the West Coast of the last 10 years?
Let me give an example.
No, it's an honest question.
Let me give an example.
No, I want you to answer me. Who's the most successful person building a media platform on the West Coast? No, stop. One mic.
What's the name of OG Crit?
One mic.
You get what I'm trying to say?
One
How
mic.
is the spectator?
One mic.
How is the spectator more knowledgeable about the person who's actually involved in it?
One mic.
How?
One single mic.
It doesn't make sense.
Individual mic.
One mic. It doesn't make sense.
One mic.
How is the spectator
No,
more knowledgeable than the person inside it?
Now, Suspect totally disrespected. So you can tell how Adam been having this monkey on his back. He been trying to get rid of. And a little pest, a little mosquito. He just been waiting to get rid of, cuz, but everybody keep leaving and going to jail and all kinds of stuff. So he had to get him out the way one way or another. You hear me? Oh shit.
How is the spectator more knowledgeable about the person who's actually involved in it?
One mic.
How?
One single mic.
It doesn't make sense.
Individual mic. One mic.
It doesn't make sense.
One mic.
How is the spectator
Hell no.
No.
more
Suspect.
knowledgeable than the person inside it?
Okay, are you done? Suspect.
Both. Y'all both saying some real shit.
Jacket.
Nah, so a person like you were saying, Adam, a person that studying this shit.
Flag on the play. Now you got Almighty Suspect taking off his jacket, kind of making aggressive, like, you know what I'm saying, motions. But Adam is cool because DW Flame is right there. DW Flame is his buffer between Almighty Suspect. You hear me?
Attack, but it's too hard not to.
Personal attack.
Oh my God, it's a personal attack.
How?
By calling a parent and saying that I'm only,
I said you.
but it's too hard not to.
Personal attack.
Oh my God, it's a personal attack.
How?
By calling a parent and saying that I'm only,
I said you were.
I've only been listening to rap since I was 32. You have so many.
Listening to rap. I said you got.
Damn. So Almighty Suspect was like, it is a personal attack. See, now he playing the victim. See, that's what he do. See, he get emotional on a subject because he don't know how to communicate. Then once he gets overwhelmed, he plays the victim, family, because he's suspect.
Diminish my contribution to hip hop by saying I'm just a fan and I got into it when I was 32. It's obviously crazy. I've done things that no white boy has ever done in rap.
Somewhere else.
I'm just saying, it's true.
Okay, no.
It's not like an accident that I've managed to have so many accolades.
Y'all, he can't compare to that because he ain't over there on that. That's not something he want to compare with.
Bro, and his feelings.
You get what I'm saying? But
I'm just saying,
how he's saying,
he's trying to diminish my contribution to hip hop by saying I'm just a fan and I got into it when I was 32. It's obviously crazy. So you're putting me in a place in which I have to do the thing that I absolutely never do, which is brag about how successful I am. I never do that. But you're trying to undermine me and say that I'm not allowed to have an opinion about.
Flag on the play, flag on the play. Hey, Adam 22, violated him, family. He got disrespectful and Adam 22 had the flex on him, family. And that's just, it is what it is, As males, we all try to be the dominant male. But you can't be the dominant male when you working for somebody. You hear me? You gotta fall in line, family.
Not that,
what the fuck?
But you saying you capitalized off hip hop. He's saying he's really in hip hop.
Well, he was hanging out at poetry lounges and shit. Yeah,
you got it. You cool with the disrespect? Go ahead. You laughing and shit, but it's cool, bro. You got it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You got it.
But yeah, I think y'all got two different points from the beginning, from the start.
No, you started it. You forced me to do that.
How? I never attacked you.
Because you started calling me a fan and saying I got into hip hop at 32.
Did you not?
You lied.
Hip-hop.
Well, he was hanging out at poetry lounges and shit. Yeah.
You got it. You cool with the disrespect? Go ahead.
Flag on the play, flag on the play. Adam 22 is a damn heathen, family. Damn, he roasting them. He damn near can fire him right now, and he flexing his accolades. He's flexing his millions. He's flexing everything. But sus, you put yourself in a suspicious position. You know what I'm saying? An almighty troubled position, family, because you can't criticize somebody you sitting in their establishment. What the hell?
Hanging out at poetry lounges and shit. Yeah.
You got it. You cool with the disrespect? Go ahead. It's cool, bro. You got it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You got it.
But yeah, I think y'all got two different points from the beginning, from the start.
No, you started it. You forced me to do that.
How? I never attacked you.
Because you started calling me a fan and saying I got into hip hop at 32.
Did you not?
You lied.
Did you not?
You lied.
So what were you
lied.
doing before?
What I said, I was riding BMX every day in the streets.
That's hip hop?
BMX as well.
I'm not saying you're not successful. What the fuck?
But don't tell me that I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
What the fuck do riding bikes got to do with rap?
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's not a real thing. Hey,
y'all arguing,
but now you're playing the victim and acting like I had no right to tell you.
I'm not gonna disrespect you back because you're my boss, so you got it.
You started it.
I never disrespected you.
You started it. You told me I'm not allowed to have a fucking opinion about hip hop. You started it.
I never disrespected you.
You started it. You told me I'm not allowed to have a fucking opinion about hip hop.
See, Suspect is the only person that can make Adam 22 break his character, family. Like, Suspect is Adam 22's kryptonite. Because he get underneath his skin and he just bothers the hell out of him. Speaking of skin, Adam damn near look black if he didn't have his face. If his face wasn't white and his hands wasn't white, he would almost look like a brother. I'm just saying. But we continue.
You
hide in the hand.
PW, did I say he wasn't allowed to say shit?
Hide in the hand.
Did I say he wasn't allowed to say shit?
Throw in the rock.
Thank you. Thank you.
Throw in the rock.
That'd be crazy.
You didn't say that, but you insinuated that.
Why are you lying?
That he's white. I just went and told you a white man that.
But you stated facts, though.
No, I said a fact. All I said is you were a
but he insinuated that you was white, though.
You were a spectator in hip hop until 32, and then you inserted yourself into it. I was born into it. That's all I said.
The fact that I've experienced the success that I've experienced in the last 8 years, that's amazing. That's amazing. You've been around for 30 years.
You got it, bro.
What'd it do?
You got it. I'm not even 30, nigga. You got it. You got it.
Damn, bro, you just got cooked.
You got it, Ben.
That's
You got big cooked. I've experienced the success that I've experienced in the last 8 years. That's amazing.
Dang, so imagine working for somebody and then criticizing their success while being a employee at the franchise. How you gonna? That's crazy. That's why Adam 22 wanted to get his ass up out of there.
You got it, bro.
What'd it do?
You got it. I'm not even 30, nigga. You got it. You got it.
Damn, bro, you just got cooked.
You got it, bet.
That's
You got big cooked.
I think y'all both got an opinion on what y'all talking about.
Y'all got a point.
My problem is that he's playing the victim now when he's the one who started it.
Oh, you think? Oh, you turned victim?
No, because he dissed me and like made it a personal attack before I did, and now he's acting like a victim.
You kind of made it personal
You
attack.
made it personal.
You said
No,
personal.
but he
I
started
never made
it.
it personal.
He told me that
I'm not gonna get
he told me because I'm from New Hampshire, or because I'm old, that I'm not allowed to have an
I didn't even
opinion.
know you were from New Hampshire.
Nigga from New Hampshire riding bikes talking about he know more about a nigga who was heavily involved.
There it is.
I
There
know
it
that.
is. There it is.
Because you been
No,
taking
that's what you've been doing since the very fucking beginning. What are you talking about?
Weird ass nigga, now I'm taking shots.
Oh, see, okay, there it is. Yeah.
See, Adam 22 hates Suspect, family. He's showing his rage for him. But then he snaps back because he remember he at work. And it's his company. You understand? So, praise God.
He told me that he told me because I'm from New Hampshire, or because I'm old, that I'm not allowed to have an
I didn't even
opinion.
know you were from New Hampshire.
Nigga from New Hampshire riding bikes talking about he know more about a nigga who was heavily involved.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Because you been
No, that's what you've been doing since the very fucking beginning. What are you talking about?
Weird ass nigga, now I'm taking shots.
Oh, see, okay, there it is.
I'm taking shots now.
See?
You've been taking shots for an hour.
He's damn homie.
You've been taking shots for an hour.
He's sus
I'm supposed
homie.
to shut the fuck up the whole time. Stop it.
Sus
Stop it,
homie.
nigga. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Nigga, you was a spectator riding bikes.
See?
You started
See?
interviewing hip
He's
hop.
doing it again. He's doing it again.
I mean,
He's doing it again. Nobody's convinced by this argument.
All right. Shit, they was.
The argument of I get to have an opinion because I've been hanging out in poetry lounges and you don't because you were successful riding BMX bikes.
You was the first one to take a shot. More diminishing from
You're playing the victim.
What I was actually
You're playing the
involved in.
victim.
That's not a victim. I'm saying you're trying to diminish what I was involved in by calling it poetry lounges. That's like for the equivalent.
How are you not diminishing what I'm involved in? See, look, he's playing the victim. See, look, he's playing the victim.
But you know more about
You're playing the victim because you started diminishing my life experience before me. Why are you talking to him? Talk to me. Talk to me.
You don't know more about
Don't talk to him. Talk to me. Talk to me. Don't talk to him.
I don't need to.
That's some hoe ass shit. Don't be looking at him when you could be looking at me.
There it go. See? Adam 22 called him out like, bro, speak to me like a man. Don't be speaking, you know what I mean? Towards me or, you know what I'm saying, to somebody else indirectly. Talk to me. Stop acting like a female, is what he told him.
But you know more
You're
about
playing the victim because you started diminishing my life experience before me. Why are you talking to him? Talk to me. Talk to me.
You don't know more about
Don't talk to him. Talk to me. Talk to me. Don't talk to him.
I don't need to.
That's some hoe ass shit. Don't be looking at him when you could be looking at me.
Hoe ass shit.
Look at me.
Oh, yeah, cause we listen.
If you want to argue, look at me.
We listen.
Don't be looking at the guy sitting next to me.
Where you going,
Right.
cuz?
Hoe ass shit.
So
Damn, I thought we were just making contact. Look how inexperienced he is, bro.
sit your ass down.
Don't do that.
Damn, for me. Why are you talking to him? Talk to me.
See? Basically, if he didn't come back, he was fired right there. But he said he was gonna go to the bathroom when he came back. You understand? See? So this dude been emotional, family. This ain't nothing new. If he act like this with the boss, he'll act like this with anybody.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Don't talk to him.
I don't need to.
That's some hoe ass shit. Don't be looking at him when you could be looking at me.
Hoe ass shit.
Look at me.
Oh, yeah, cause we listen.
If you want to argue, look at me.
We listen.
Don't be looking at the guy sitting next to me.
Where you going, cuz?
So
Damn,
sit your
I thought
ass
we were
down.
just making contact. Look how inexperienced he is, bro.
Sit your ass down.
Don't do that.
Damn.
Cuz, where you going? He saying at the end of the day, for real, you not hearing
Yeah,
it.
but he keeps
not
saying, oh, I didn't
because
say it
you
was
white,
about
you
being
can't
white,
say
but it was about New Hampshire. Only started doing podcasts 8 years ago. You're right. I didn't
because
say it
you
was
white,
about
you
being
can't
white,
say
but
it.
it was about New Hampshire. Only started doing podcasts 8 years ago. You're right. You didn't say the white thing, but you made it about like everything else surrounding my whiteness.
You could have been Indian. What are you talking about? You could have been black.
The point
You could
is,
have been like a Flacco, not in the
the
culture.
point is that if
What
we're
is he
I get
saying?
that.
I'm
I
not
get
saying
that.
white. Stop trying to
Because
make.
Flacco's
just
not-
explained that you didn't say white. Are you not listening?
You saying he was going around
He
it.
was talking about everything besides that, but
No,
okay.
you're trying to say I'm alluding to white, and I'm saying it could have been Flacco, a nigga who was somewhere in the middle
Okay,
of Fargo.
but this is the
being
thing.
A spectator.
If
know
you
what
and
I'm saying?
Flacco
He's
have
talking about y'all life. It's the
Such.
equivalent for Flacco.
If you and
spectating
Flacco
on
have a
y'all.
legitimate
See? Now, if Suspect wasn't so emotional, bro, he would have cooked at him just on intellect, because he's making sense of what he's saying. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Remember your mama used to tell you that? Now, he making sense. He's saying that a person that's coming into the culture at a grown age cannot, you know what I'm saying, have the same experience as a person that's lived the culture their whole life.
Legitimate argument. You should be able to argue about that and not make it about, oh, Flacco, you're from North Dakota. Because, yes, sometimes there might be an argument in which the fact that he's not from here will kind of like inform why his perspective is totally ignorant, which I felt that way with Flacco before. Right.
But you're not from here, so your perspective might be ignorant. You're not from this culture.
He's saying that's what
No, that's my problem.
See, another point. Suspect is hitting them back to back to back to back. He hitting home runs. He hitting touchdowns. He hitting 3-pointers. He doing everything, because he accept his attitude. His attitude is his downfall, family. Now, he just explained Adam 22 basically justified what Adam 22 basically justified what Almighty Suspect was saying the whole entire time. That you might be ignorant to the culture because you're not from the area. But it's different when Flacco is in a scenario than it is Adam. See, when there's other people's problem, it's different. You hear me?
You should be able to argue about that and not make it about, oh, Flacco, you're from North Dakota. Because, yes, sometimes there might be an argument in which the fact that he's not from here will kind of like inform why his perspective is totally ignorant, which I felt that way with Flacco before. Right.
But you're not from here, so your perspective might be ignorant. You're not from this culture.
He's saying that's what he's
No, that's my problem.
Exactly what
my point.
He's saying you're not Flacco.
How is that not
You're
valid?
missing the point.
How is that not valid?
Now
hip-hop
Adam,
culture is hip-hop culture, not us.
But
so like I said, Flame is there as Adams 22's bodyguard, basically. As soon as he gets up, Adam 22 changes his attitude because his buffer, his protection is no longer there. Watch.
That's what
no, that's my problem.
Exactly
my point.
He's saying you're not Flacco.
How is that not
You're
valid?
missing the point.
How is that not valid? Hip-hop culture is hip-hop culture,
Watch.
not us.
But can you make me a promise?
You get what I'm saying? It's
Can you
hip-hop
make me a
culture, not
promise
us.
that the next time we argue about something, you're not just gonna make it about my identity?
You made it. Look. I can never make a hip-hop argument in hip-hop culture with somebody who's not actually from hip-hop culture.
This is literally the thing that I'm asking you not to do.
You inserted yourself into hip-hop culture. I was born in hip-hop culture is what I'm saying.
Everything you just said is what I'm asking you to not
And
do.
not hip-hop culture with somebody who's not actually from hip-hop culture.
This is literally the thing that I'm asking you not to do.
You inserted yourself into hip-hop culture. I was born in hip-hop culture is what I'm saying.
Everything you just said is what I'm asking you to not
And
do.
I can't not do that. I can't.
And that's going to really hold you back as a podcaster because the people at home don't want to hear us argue about like who's the coolest, who's the most
never said nothing about
hardcore.
that.
They want to hear
all that shit y'all disagree on.
I have to like grab Suspect after this and give him like a bear hug and be like, I know we just argued, but it was just for content, man. I love you, bro.
He know that.
Nah, bro.
See, so, okay, he's madder than me. You see? He ain't into it.
Never. You feel me? Because I'm not even tripping like that. But nigga, the moment
You would have never did all that personal
big
shit.
millionaire flexed on the nigga who really born in this
You
shit.
forced me to do that. You forced me to do it.
See, and then Adam 22 try to say, oh, it's all for content, and Suspect like, nah, bruh. So in a way, you know what I'm saying, Adam 22 kind of had to watch his back for Suspect because of the way he flexed his muscle on him and he big dogged him. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
See, look how mad he is.
Adam,
look at me trying to patch it up and how mad he is.
Some whole shit.
Look how mad he is.
But Adam, he's saying as the bro, as a nigga that work here under you, you already know certain shit.
But
Besides
he
that,
forced me into doing something that is totally out of character for me because of the fact that you started making it about my experience in hip hop.
Flag on the play. So that's how you guys know that Nojumper set this whole entire thing up. He was tired of Almighty Suspect ass. He was tired of him not being able to communicate efficiently during a podcast or, you know what I'm saying, politic or whatever. He was too emotional. So Almighty Suspect, didn't nobody like him at his job. Lush didn't like him because he got that knuckle sandwich. Flacco didn't like him because he was roasted by him. Who else? Adam 22 didn't like him because of obviously the disrespect. And I'm pretty sure a lot of more people didn't like him. They just didn't want to say nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't their place to say anything about it. The people that could get him about the way, their asses end up getting locked up. Locked up. Flag on the play, flag on the play. See, what happened was I was patrolling these YouTube streets out here with my water gun, my holy water, and they Mr. No Lacking out here just looking for you damn heathens. Get back, you damn heathens. You get back.